a score, get roughed up, and make the right look good. It was either that, or slaving away, busting rocks in the Hillsborough coal mines until you croaked. So, he played the game. This was no longer a game. This was a puppet show. And I was done being a puppet. So I fired off that ball like an old pigskin.
Arrest that man and throw him into the coal mine.
Enter Uber Commander Broderick Metza.
Okay. So this will be the last mine Leben to do for the Freedom Chronicles.
Hey, man.
Unless I decide to do all three consecutively.
Still here, buddy. Still here.
Come here, pal. Wait, you're Gunslinger Joe. Man, the way you used to throw that pigskin. I'm Eric, by the way. Heard about the game. You sure ruffled Uber Commander Metz's feathers out there, pal. Listen, he's gonna cut you up.
Shut up in there. Come and make me, chump.
Listen, man, there's a revolution starting in America. You gotta join the resistance, Joe. Help me bust out of here, then we head up to the top floor of the Oak Street Hotel, where the resistance is. We'll give you a place to lay low. What do you say, pal?
That's it. Remember, pal, Oak Street Hotel. Oak Street.
So this is, well, I mean, considering I've spent the most time on it compared with the other Freedom Chronicles, and it's the only one I haven't gotten yet, it is the most difficult of the characters.
To escape this place and get to the resistance at Oak Street Hotel. I just had to play the game.
Jessica Valiant, like, she's really designed around stealth. She walks silently, she's got a lot of stealth options as far as a Wolfenstein game goes. Wilkins, he just has good guns. He's just got good guns, you know. He's got the scoped rifles, and that thing is cracked. This dude, though, he's designed around... Oh, and Wilkins has stealth tools as well. He also has stealth weapons. He's got silenced pistols. This guy doesn't have silenced pistols. You don't get a lethal throwable. You know, hatchet, knife, something like that.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
You don't get the scoped rifles. He's just a guy. He's just a strong guy. But the strength to break down walls is different than the strength to take a bullet. Like Wilkins, he maintains overcharge and regains health on kill. So does Jessica, but she doesn't really need it as much. We don't have that here. Our health deflates to 100. The only advantage we have in combat is the armor. But I would rather I'd rather maintain overcharged health compared to my armor refilling. Because you know what else refills armor? Picking up more armor. So I'm not sure, like, what is Joe supposed to be good at? It feels like they made him just bad at stealth, while also giving him the weaker weapons. Because it's not like they gave him weapons that sort of push you forward. And I feel like that's what they wanted to do. They're like, okay, if we give him the scope rifles, there's no incentive to push forward. That's what we want him to be about. But we don't have the good shotguns. I'm sorry. We do have the good shotguns. That's not enough. We're playing a game with hit-scan enemies. If you just run at them, you'll die. You'll just die doing that. I mean, even with commanders, it's a risky move. I mean, our first upgrade is a grenade? Okay. The way to cancel the animation is by equipping a weapon in your left hand.
Damn. I need to take a knee after that.
Everyone, this is disgraceful, frankly. Did you actually fail to contain a stupid football player? This man made a mockery of your life. I expect Gunslinger to...
Hello. I guess one thing he does have over the other characters is ammo. Kinda. So Joe can carry the most ammo, but compare that to Wilkins, who has the scope rifles. The scope rifles just deal more damage, so you get more damage per shot. Another thing Wilkins has is jungle mag and extended mag on the shotgun and rifles, respectively. Or I guess irrespectively. I listed them in the opposite order. So maybe he can't carry as much, like, as a guy, like in his pockets. But he doesn't have to reload as often, not nearly as much, because his guns do more damage per shot, and the magazines are larger. So sure, we can carry a lot of ammo, but we don't... It's in the least meaningful sense. I would prefer more ammo per magazine by a lot. I would prefer more damage per shot. With that said, I understand that Joe is just a guy. The other characters are like assassins or soldiers. Joe is a footballer, and that's why he's strong. He's a strong guy. So we're breaking through these walls. We're not fighting walls here. We're fighting the Wehrmacht. So we do have one ammo upgrade, and it's for the machine pistols, which of course it's not the best gun. It's not the best weapon. It is an important upgrade, but I think we do need to recognize it is not our best weapon by any means. Probably the thing I miss most from Wilkins, though,
Or was there? The metallic
even
ones
more than the
made a really
rifles,
Crazy idea.
is his overcharge. If I was a sellout, I could post that as a short on YouTube and be like, this is Sparta. I try killing the commanders, doesn't always work. The important thing is that you can get in here, use this room. There's 30 round magazines from guns that shoot this fast. To be fair, this would be a difficult room to do stealthily, even with Jessica. The music stopped, but I only killed one super soldier? Usually two. Okay. Whatever. I will say, though, none of the other characters have access to the Panzerhund.
It was time to take one of those dogs for a walk.
There's one soldier. I guess we got him. So, for the Panzerhund, if you want it to stay with you for the whole trip, which you do, then you gotta be shooting all the backs of these guys so that you get the extra armor. I know, it's annoying to jump on and off, but hey,
The city on lockdown.
we're on mine, Leben. You do what you gotta do.
To burst.
Especially that one that we just passed, because he despawns after a little while. I don't think it's time-based.
Goddamn Illinois Nazis.
Yeah. We would like to keep him with us, so... Oh! Oh boy. Stop it. Grab that armor. Another thing, Jessica Valiant's levels are really short. So that helps her out as well. Well, the first one is short, the second is a little longer. Okay. Yeah, see? There was a guy there, but he despawned. Alright. Got 'em. They have their own Panzerhund, which really isn't that bad. You have better range and speed than it, so just do this. If your Panzerhund is dead or too weak, you can just use the laser weapons or the diesel Gewehr. Yeah, it's not that intense of a battle with him. Kind of goes down easy. Now, you might say, hey, isn't there the Panzerhund section in the base game? then I would say yeah, but it does play differently. And the reason for that is
Something
it's
about
daytime.
turning the Nazis' monstrosity
In
against
base
them
game,
felt the way.
you ride the Panzer
Getting
at night,
attached to the pooch.
which, don't get me wrong, it looks really cool, because you're shooting
Then I thought
fire
about
at night.
Spitting fire through my
But
neighborhood. Maybe it's better we had
it
to say
means you're not really that confident going into any
goodbye.
encounter,
It's closing in on the
because
resistance.
you could easily be misjudging how many enemies there are. Whereas here, you see stuff pretty easy. Also, never do fights, just run away. So that means they can pile on a lot more enemies, and it is significantly more enemies than in New Orleans. Not to mention, I don't really use the thing. I get off and use stealth. I know it's possible to bring the Panzer for the whole ride,
Joe, you almost...
and with a little more practice, now that I've done this, where stealth really isn't an option, I would consider using the Panzer for the whole ride.
All I wanted
Then again, there's a Citadel, which I don't want to fight.
I was free. Out there, no one could touch me. After the war, my father formed a resistance group with some friends. They fought hard, with every inch of their lives. Eventually, like most of the resistance groups out there, they were captured. The sky was the color of fire the day Uber Commander Metza took Papa away. Same color as the fire fading out inside me.
If anyone needs me, I will be at the secret police headquarters. Heil Hitler.
Yes, Commandant.
Where the hell am I?
So this is like the courthouse in that it's a dream sequence, but it's unlike the courthouse in that we don't actually have to survive. So I'm just gonna run into the fire, so we move on.
Gunslinger Joe Stallion?
Ah, it's game time.
Let's hear it for...
It's interesting how they invoke basically the clan iconography, the Burning Cross. And in this level, well, who do you think we're gonna kill? The clan.
German elite! What a game, folks! Score one for the home team.
Next time,
Hey.
take the stairs.
Armor. So what is this level about? It's about getting armor-piercing rounds for the moon. Hello. Just toss in a can, why not? Usually one more guy. Cool. Cool. You can break walls while reloading. That was great. No damage, just burning through enemies. It is important not to blow yourself up on that thing, so just shoot it early. This is why it's important to get ammo upgrades. You can kill large groups. No, I don't have that gun yet. Okay. Do. Hello? Hello? Are they behind me? What? Where are the enemies? I'm worried. This is very strange. The spawning is usually a little different. I think it's because I ran back for the armor. It was weird. Alright, door's locked behind me. Magnum pistols. The closest thing we've got to the scope rifles. No enemies under me. Sometimes there are enemies there. We just picked up the nail gun upgrade, which is a good one. And by that I of course mean it's not. I would again prefer a rifle upgrade. But alas,
I knew one thing.
none
I would
yet.
introduce Metza to the bitter taste of revenge. The taste of dirt after
So,
getting laid
in
out
my
by
opinion,
wolves
you should
pushed
not
into a corner.
shoot the drone. They're slower than you, or at least slow enough that you can get by. And if you kill the drone, it'll explode, and it might explode where the ladder is, which is not good. So I like to just go this way and not worry about them. Alright, here's the plan. So what you can do,
Springfield was
just
a
shoot
ghost
out
town,
here, and it'll
like
attract all of
quiet
them
before
through
a
that
coming
doorway.
storm.
Don't worry about shotgun ammo. You get a lot of shells in this level, so you can really spam it. Especially when we don't have rotor, you're just not burning through ammo that fast. I think there's one more. Yep. There's a guy. Alright, cool. This is why I use nail gun here. Very long range, slow moving targets, i.e. super soldiers, they're actually pretty vulnerable to this compared to just using base rifles. And we can get all these kills without reloading. Oh, don't use that waist high cover. It doesn't work. So don't use cover like this. It just breaks. And it'll kill you, and then you'll be dead. And you'll be like, why didn't my cover work? Because the game is stupid. So now we've got armor-piercing rounds on our rifles. Which is, as of yet, the fastest way to kill one of these. Now this cover is also wonky. He gets confused with the cone, so he doesn't always lean correctly. So I like running over here. Nope, I said not to use that cover! It looks like cover, I'm sorry. Any extra anything? No, of course not. I don't really get what's the thought process of putting that there? Like, I get it, not every object in the world is bulletproof, but this is a video game, and it does look like cover. It's not like wood paneling. Seems like the music stopped. Ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Just breaks. It's just a trap. That's all it is. No. I want the pistol ammo. Oh, I have full pistol ammo. Hello? Hello? There are a lot of guys over here. So just... And then it's also the end of the level. If they go behind the tables, you have to fall back. I wish I had Ricochet for this. Alright, we're done. That's level 2.
Say hi to the surveillance cameras. You really embarrassed me in front of the Oberkommando, Joe. I told them you were dead. Dead. A slave embarrassing an Oberkommandant of the Reich? Embarrassment, Joe. There is nothing I hate more than being caught with my pants down. So I found an old friend of yours, deep in a coal mine outside Hillsborough. He's waiting for you in the room at the end of the hall. Consider this my gift to you, Joe. See you around, Gunslinger.
Time 4, level 3.
You stay here, Papa. Rest up, okay? Go on, raise some hell, son. After Springfield, I traveled across the Midwest.
The last mine Leben I did was a win
burning
with,
the sea purpose
what's her name?
to destroy
No, didn't I die?
Metza.
I don't
was a
remember.
hunter,
I think I did.
predator,
I don't remember now.
blood. And my prey led me to the Topeka Space Center in Kansas. The fire was burning ever brighter inside me,
I don't know.
but I knew I was in for a
Let's just win.
Metza had caught a case of the jitters,
Now we're going to
hiding
space.
away in the high-security space center in Topeka. There was no place left on Earth for him to run.
So for Jessica, your weapons, they carry over. For the other characters, your weapons do not depend on how you ended the last level. Ouch. Hello? There's like always a guy there, and then that guy. Okay, great. Just walk in, make a sound, and we can fight a bunch of lads. Wish I had extended mags. Oh, I don't even have any grenades? Why not? Like I always have so many grenades. Doesn't really matter. Did I miss any? Whatever, I guess. Or maybe there's some here? No. I guess we just don't have that many grenades. Okay.
Bastard's office. Could still smell him in here. Smelled like a dentist's office. Made me never want to see a dentist again. So, Metza had flown the coup to Venus, hedging his bets on destroying America. Well, I wasn't gonna let the game end like that. I had to find a way inside that launch station. Maybe there was a hidden opening somewhere.
Wir sind wahrscheinlich zu gut.
So here's the only time we're gonna use the can. Comp pistol. Sometimes there's another super soldier here, sometimes he doesn't show up. I'm not entirely sure what causes him to show up sometimes and sometimes not. Maybe it's random, maybe it's based on where I'm looking. I don't know. Alright, that's enough. That's enough shells. That will be fine. Let's chill here. Enemies will funnel in. Where are these fellas?
Had to find somewhere
Nice.
to hide in. Play the stowaway game on board a ship to Venus.
Venus time.
Going into space, I realized I was signing my death sentence. This was a one-way ticket. End of the line for Gunslinger Joe. But I had to keep moving. I had to keep fighting. For Papa. For America.
Okay. So there is a laser hunt in this
In that container.
area.
My
Now,
body
here's the thing.
ached. I didn't
You don't want to
know
fight a
what
laser
went
hunt,
down.
okay?
I just knew I had to get out, find Metza, and stop him from using that sun gun.
So, instead of doing this fight, we're gonna run away. And you must follow this path. I mean, you can do what you want. I'm gonna go this way. Assume the thing spawns, in which case we would go around to the right. If it doesn't spawn, it doesn't matter. You just go around. But if it did spawn, we would have dodged it. And now we are in space. Now, you might think Venus is difficult because... Playtest your game. Because, you know, there are a lot of enemies, and they deal a lot of damage, and your guns don't have enough ammo per magazine, so you have to reload constantly. Or I guess you could just use a nail gun and die because they don't even work. Usually one more guy up there. There he is. And, well, Venus is pretty hard. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't get blown up by the barrels, that's why I shoot those before taking cover. I think they can hurt me if I don't. So we are once again going to be at the boss fight. Hopefully we don't die again. The boss fight, it's just so difficult. It's a citadel. And it's not just a citadel. It has, you know, allies. And the thing is, just the citadel alone would be scary, so... that it's coupled with other things. It's very challenging. I suppose this should be at the ready just in case. So my plan is going to be to go for the commanders first.
Oh shit.
And then we kill the guys, the Citadel, I mean.
Persistent. Just like your worthless father slaving away down in those awful Hillsborough mines.
We're dead.
Where his persistence
We're so dead.
6 feet under.
No, put the thing away. It is so frustrating playing Joe sometimes. And that's not even Joe's fault. That last thing that just happened. Is that it? I'm gonna do one more cycle to make sure. Slash, I might not.
You know white folks are better than Negroes. He said, use the gray goop in that little head of yours, son. I am ordained to commune with God.
Oh, where did that guy come from?
On our side. Top that champ. Gunslinger Joe does not leave here alive. You hear me, you worthless worms? He is stomping all over the legacy of my ancestors, 20 feet. 10,000 marks and a promotion. Brings me his head.
Put it away!
Stay out of my way. The Venus heat was making me sweat worse than 2-a-days in August.
We
Fleeting
win.
memories. Not much to
We
hold
win.
on to. Only the winds of hate carried me forward.
Nice. Man. It took me so many tries to beat that.
Oh, this is what they call poetic justice, Joe. You could have had a decent life, taking a dive on the field for the Reich. Now look at you.
Yeah, but killing the commanders first
Drag
really limits how many enemies there are.
Before I shoot your brains out, any last words?
And it means there are few enough
The
enemies
sun gun.
that you're able to move around, which is how you dodge the Citadel.
That's not operational yet. Are those your final words?
And if
Slave?
you can do that a couple times, then you're good to go.
No. But this is... Go long, you Nazi bastard. I laid into that son of a bitch just like my papa taught me all those years ago. For him and all brothers.